Robbie here from AFTV. You will notice that I'm in the studio at the moment. I did actually go to the game and good performance. I come out of the ground and got absolutely mobbed. Big up all of those fans that were showing me so much love tonight. But please, when we go to these games, we got to be a little less chaotic, yeah? It was mad outside the game. But big up to everybody that showed us a love. The thing is about what you find with these League Cup games is that you get a lot of youngsters, you get a lot of people who are going to the Emirates for the first time, obviously really, really excited. So I know, I understand it, but it was chaos outside there in a good way, not in a bad way. There was no trouble. There was nothing like that. It was all, you know, in good nature, but it was chaos. So I had to come back here in order to do my bits. Cecil's at the ground, big up Cecil, but it was mad. It was mad. But time to get into the player ratings. And of course, a 3-0 win by Arsenal. We've got Leeds now in the next round at home. We progress in this cup, and I've said it all along. I want to win this, you know. We haven't got like loads of things that we can win this year. We're not in Europe. So basically, there's 3 things we can win. We're not going to win the league. We know that, right? The FA Cup and the League Cup. Let's go for them. You know, no resting the whole team and playing kids and stuff like that. Yes, some players get rested, some kids, but go for it. And I thought Arteta tonight did go for it. So let's go through the lineup and give the player ratings. Leno in goal. I mean, I swear, he had less to do than our cameraman right now. He had nothing to do in the whole game. I don't remember him making one save in the whole game. That's how... Honestly, I don't remember him making any... I think there was one time when he caught a cross, and that's about it. So it was as quiet a night from him. I was thinking about it. I was thinking, is that good for him when he's trying to compete to get his spot back off of Aaron Ramsdale? The fact that, you know, it's a clean sheet, but he's had absolutely nothing to do. But listen, he kept a clean sheet. Going to give him a 7, because if you keep a clean sheet, you've got to give a 7, but he had nothing to do. Moving to the defenders, let's start with the 2 centre-halves. Rob Holding today, you know, again, fairly solid and accomplished performance. Not a lot to do, again, attacking-wise. Anything that sort of came up towards them, they dealt with quite well. Rob Holding, he was solid today. Yeah, good performance by him. 7 for him as well. Pablo Mari, same thing. I think probably the better of the 2, but I'm going to give him a 7 as well, because it wasn't like it was anything super outstanding, because they didn't really have a lot to do. They controlled the game, but what they had to do, they did well. And I'll give Pablo Mari a 7. Cedric, again, tried to get forward a lot. Didn't impact the game as much as I would have liked. There was one stage when I see him miss a header that I was like, hey, you know, those were the ones I saw Tommy Asso headering clear on Saturday. But not going to be overcritical of him. He had a decent enough game. I'm going to give him a 6. A little bit less than the other guys, but I'm going to give him a 6. Nuno Tavares was very impressive playing on the left-hand side. Couple of times he was a little bit sloppy. I think when I look at Nuno Tavares, I'm like, bags and bags of talent. Great getting forward, but still raw. I can see the rawness in him, where he still makes a few errors. But what he does do very well is when he makes some errors, he does recover them back well. The one thing that this guy needs to work on is his throwing. Another foul throw in the game today. Criminal. Can't this guy throw? I mean, yo, just for that, I'm going to mark him down. I was going to give him an 8, yeah, because I thought he played really, really well today. But because that's your 2nd foul throw in a row in a game, that's criminal. 7 for Nuno Tavares. But he did play very well in the game. So, good performance by him. Moving to the midfielders now. Sambi Lokonga, I thought, again, had an impressive game. Very comfortable in midfield. First half, his passing range was a little bit off. But he picked it up as the game went on. I thought he was good again. Really is growing in the Premier League. I know it wasn't a Premier League game, but growing as a Premier League player. And I think I'm going to give him a 7 as well. A lot of 7s today. I'm going to give him a 7 as well. Ainsley Maitland-Niles, I didn't think it was his best game. I thought he had some sloppy moments in the game. He had some moments where he's too casual. And a couple of times he got caught. Again, because of his pace and his speed of recovery, he was able to get himself out of it. But I just sometimes look at him and I'm like, concentration levels, just, 6 I'm going to give Ainsley Maitland-Niles. He wasn't one of the better of the midfielders, but he was decent. Thomas Partey, for me, I thought, for me, was the best player on the pitch. Just looked levels above, comfortable on the ball, passing brilliant, strong. He just looked like men against boys out there. He's quality. If we're to have a good performance against Tottenham, we need a fit Thomas Partey. I was glad that Arteta took him off after about 60 minutes of the game. He got a good run out. Really assured performance by him. And I thought, for me personally, probably the best player on the pitch. I'm going to give him a 9. Really impressed with Thomas. Flawless. Really, really good. Lacazette played up front. I thought Lacazette, scored the penalty. That's about all he did. Great penalty, by the way. Didn't really get into the game much after that, but he got a full 90 minutes under his belt. We know he's just coming back after COVID. So decent enough performance for him. And for scoring the penalty, we have to give him a 7. So 7 out of 10 for Alexander Lacazette. Eddie Nketiah, decent game for Eddie. Worked hard, closed down, scored an unbelievable goal. Brilliant, brilliant goal he did. That back flick that he did. Fantastic finish by him. Will be really good for his confidence. I'm going to give Eddie an 8 as well. I thought for that goal, I would have given him a 7, but for that finish, I've got to mark him up to an 8. So good. Watch that goal. Great finish by Eddie. On the other side, Martinelli playing on the right-hand side, which was a real surprise. Eddie playing on the left, Martinelli playing on the right. I was really surprised by that. But he was lively. In the first half, they couldn't cope with him. He won the penalty with a great bit of trickery. He was taking on players. He was the live wire in the team. And I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10. I thought it was a very, very good performance by Gabriel Martinelli. The subs that came on, Emile Smith-Rowe, again, he scored. Again, changed the game when he came on. Looked lively, running at players, driving at players. We forget how young guys like Emile Smith-Rowe and Saka are. And, he really changed the game when he came on. As again, he scored a goal, 8 out of 10 for him as well. Again, made an impact, an instant impact as soon as he came on. And Saka as well. Going to give him a 7. Again, made an impact. They couldn't handle him, Wimbledon. He was running at them. He was driving at them. You can see why he's one of the most foul players around, because he terrorises players. Had a great shot that just went wide as well. Good performance by Saka. I'm going to give Saka a 7. I think I've got everybody. Let me just double check that I haven't missed nobody off. Yes, got everybody. Oh, no, I haven't. Balogun. Didn't really have a chance to get into it. He kind of came on quite late. 83 minutes he came on. 7 minutes to make an impression. Never long enough. Going to give him a standard 5. Mikel Arteta today. Yeah, another win. It's all about results right now for him after the start that we've had to the season. It's another win. We're through to the next round where we face Leeds. Team selection was good. Team was strong. Going to have to play better than that, though, against Tottenham. We're going to have to be, I want to see us on the front foot a bit more. Even though we were on the front foot against Wimbledon, I've still felt that sometimes we're a little bit cautious. Lee Judges said it in his interview that he did with me. Sometimes we're just a little bit too cautious when we could actually go for the jugular. I think if we'd have done that tonight, we would have scored more goals. But a win is a win. 8 for Mikel Arteta. Referee tonight, going to give him a 7. I thought he did all right. Got the penalty spot on. Got all the decisions spot on. He made the game flow. And yeah, 7 out of 10 for him. And the fans tonight, I'm going to give him a 10. There was a lot of youngsters in there tonight. There's a lot of people who wouldn't normally get to go to a game. That's one of the beauties of the League Cup. And they got to go to the game tonight. They were right behind the team. They were cheering. They were supporting. And they showed a lot of love after the game as well, even though it's a bit chaotic. So big up to those fans. 10 out of 10 for them. And we move on to the next round. Leeds at home in the next round. That will be a lot tougher than what we face tonight in AFC Wimbledon. And big up the AFC Wimbledon fans as well. They made a good noise in the stadium. But we're into the next round. And yeah, let's try and win this.